evening, I'm Scott Walker. This is the WDSU Hot Seat. Joining us tonight, New Orleans Mayor Mitch Landrieu. Thank you for your time.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Last week, you made a very passionate speech at Tulane University about the violence problem in New Orleans. Probably the most passionate we've heard you speak on this subject during your term. Why last week? Why this subject? Why now?
Well, first of all, if you go back to the inaugural speech that I gave on the first day I was sworn into office, I spoke very specifically to this issue and said that one of the things that we need to do if New Orleans is going to continue to be a great city and an ascendant city is to change the culture of violence into a culture of peace. And every day that I've been here, my team has worked more on this, public safety, changing the culture of violence into the culture of peace since we've been here. I have, and I've said this so many times, I have been to so many funerals. Funerals for police officers, funerals for innocent victims that have got caught in the crossfire, funerals for young men that were quote unquote in the life, really trying to demonstrate that we have a culture of violence that is going to hold the city back, notwithstanding how many great things are actually going on in the city. So, you know, New Orleans' story is that with this great contradiction. We have in the past 5 years done things that no other city in the history of the country has done in terms of rebuilding healthcare, education, transportation, reorganizing the government. We have more jobs coming in, property values are going up. But one thing that we have not successfully done is completely change the culture of violence. Now, we have made great progress on reducing murder. As I've said, that from 1996 until today, the murder rate and the number of murders is down 66%, as is crime. But one murder is too many. And I really want to focus everybody's attention on the tough things that are happening, even if they're not happening in your neighborhood. And I got frustrated because after the Will Smith killing, which was a traumatic and tragic event, there was a huge amount of time that continues to be spent on that one incident, while 156 other ones take place in the city, and we seem to ignore that. And my message to the public is that all life matters, and we have to really fight hard to make sure that every kid in the city of New Orleans is safe, whether they live in your neighborhood or not.
And I'm sure you understand why the Will Smith killing gets a little more attention than the other ones, where, like you say, all lives matter. But let me just read this to you. This is from your speech.
Sure.
You kind of took a shot at the media in the speech where you said, the deadly violence is with us every day, all day. The media goes through the motions, which frames our thinking and discussion. A murder or shooting, an armed robbery means 90 seconds at the top of the hour. And you go on to say, that's it, no broader context.
Really?
So it
wasn't really.
Well, it almost felt like you were blaming the media for not framing the conversation better.
No. It wasn't a shot at the media. It was a shot at the attention span of American citizens and how the media handles that. We just tend to want to listen to the quick hit and the thing that's the most histrionic, and we never really get down into the details. So I'm not blaming any one person. As a matter of fact, in my speech, I said that, look, we're not all to blame, but we are all responsible. We have to stay in this fight. You can't just look at this for 90 seconds and think, well, that's not me. It is you. It is us. It's all of us. And just because most of the murders in this city happen to take place between young African-American men doesn't mean that it doesn't relate to you in some form or fashion. What we're trying to do is to do something that really nobody in the country has done, is to figure out in the most difficult of circumstances how you change what it is that we see too much of. We saw it on TV on another network the other day where just something that should not result in a fight not only results in a fight, but it results in somebody getting shot and killed. Now, if you look at the statistics, and we work on these things every day, this is what the stats show, that even though we have made a dramatic reduction in the number of murders that are in the city, as I said, from 1996 till today, a 66% reduction. 1996, around 450 murders. Year before last, 150, a dramatic difference. That in some neighborhoods in this city, if you're a young African-American man between 16 and 25, 16 and 30, and you're a quote-unquote in the life, and you have a gun, and you're in certain circumstances, the chances of you getting shot are much higher and way too high for living in an American city. And I want to focus everybody's attention in on that, even though they think that that's too far away for them.
But you can understand on the Will Smith killing why the community latched onto that. And in a way, because the other ones, we're almost numb to a lot of the other killings because they happen so often, in a way, does it help the cause when the community gravitates to one like that and there is so much attention?
Well, first of all, Will Smith was a wonderful man, and his loss was a tragic loss for all of us. Breonna Allen's was. London Samuels was. All of them were. And what I'm saying is sometimes we just pay attention to that and then we go on about our business and then we forget it happened until the next, kind of crazy thing happens.
It's the ones that tug at the heartstrings that people latch on to.
I understand that. And what I'm saying is that that's not good enough. we have to stay in this, and we have to change because it affects all of us in dramatic ways. So as we're reorganizing education, healthcare, public safety, you have to look at this like a public health threat and a public safety threat, and you have to target your resources and your time. And by the way, you can't just say fix the crime problem and then do nothing about it. You can't say, Mayor, I want more police on the street, and not sign up to be on the police department, or at least pay more money so that we can pay other people to be police officers. That doesn't work. You can't say, I want kids in the city to do a better job in the recreation department and not show up and be a coach. And if you want to help, I've listed, 15 different ways that people can actually get into changing how we as a city work towards each other across neighborhoods. And again, as I said, I'm not in the blame game here. I can't go back, for 200 years and figure out exactly whose fault it is. I do know that for those of us that are here now, if we want the city to be better, that means every single citizen, that we have to take responsibility in some form or fashion. However, each of us individually can do it, and collectively or as a member of a church, and fix this problem by changing the culture that has developed in how we respond to fights and create a more peaceful and safe city for all of us.
You say you're not in the blame game, but you were very critical of the population in general for voting down the millage that would have funded the hiring of more police officers.
I wasn't blaming everybody. I was observing for people. When people say, well, Mayor, how are we going to win? What do we need to do? If, for example, I was the coach of the Saints and you said, or I was Tom Benson, how are we going to win? First of all, we need resources. We need to go get great personnel. We need to have a good strategy, and then everybody's got to show up and execute. I'm observing for people. Look, gang, if you're saying that we want to win, but you don't show up for practice, or you're saying that we want to win, or we don't have the resources to hire the team, that's not how we're going to win.
Well, 53% of the people voted against that millage, but it was coupled with the firefighter pension fund that the city's legally obligated to pay. So would you think that it had a better chance of passage if it was a standalone? As a standalone, it's almost a no-brainer.
Both of them, no, not
but
necessarily.
Maybe people on principle, because the city owes that money to the firefighters already, didn't want to pay for that.
The people of the city owe it. The Mitch Landrieu doesn't owe it. I'm the mayor of the city. I'll represent the people of the city. It was a 40-year-old debt that we owe to the firefighters. The people of the city, all of us as a whole, for what the firefighters have given to us, owe it. You can't pay something that you don't have. And so I guess what I'm saying to the people of the city is, all of us are in the process of finding a way to make the city safer. We all have a role to play. I'm not blaming anybody in particular. I'm just trying to demonstrate to you as your ambassador, when I go to other places and I come back and say they're doing something great in Chicago, or they're doing something great in Baltimore, or they're doing something great in Cleveland, or they're doing something to fight crime. They've actually found a way, and you bring that back home. We have to put this in play. We've got to have the resources to do it. If we want more police officers, everybody says they want, we have got to find a way to pay for it. Then they say, well, we want recreation. That's great. We have to find a way to pay for it. We actually have a great recreation department now. We've tripled the funding for recreation. We have now hired 9 new recruit classes for police officers. But if we want to keep doing that, because that's something that helps, going to get the bad guys, putting them in jail and making sure they don't hurt anybody, we need more. And everybody's got to help us do that.
All right, let's take a quick break. More with Mayor Mitch Landrieu in just a moment.